YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, let's get into this episode. All right, fam, so a few weeks ago, I did a review on my brand new Venom Customs 2011. Look, fam, this gun is drop dead sexy. It's an all steel gun done by Venom Customs. Waited a long time to get this bad boy in, fam. Smooth as butter. Trigger is phenomenal. Look, this gun scored a 92 out of a possible 100 on the 2A-N-LA scale. That is second only to the Atlas Erebus, which scored a 93, and the Atlas Apollo, which scored a 93. And at the time, I said the only thing that I felt was holding this gun back from equaling those marks, or maybe even eclipsing them, was the fact that it was imported. Now, it manages that well with the weight and the balance of the firearm without a doubt. But I'm telling you, fam, I was like, if this gun was ported, it very well could take down the Atlas and the Apollo. Well, look, fam, fast forward a few weeks and you see this bad boy right here. This is also the Venom Customs gun, all steel gun, very similar to mine. But what does this have that mine doesn't, fam? It has the quad-port system. And I don't know if you guys are picking that up, but there's 2 ports on the front, on the top, and 2 ports on the side. Look, fam, this gun is very similar to mine, almost identical weight. Slide just incredibly smooth. Trigger is better. Look, fam, now I will say this too, that I feel like when you start porting firearms, and this is a caution to
everybody that's out there, when you start porting firearms, don't just be sending your gun to be ported by whoever. It's a delicate balance. If you guys are accustomed to rifles, you know when you start putting silencers on your gun, the gas block often needs to be adjusted, and it can be problematic. Same thing when you start porting guns. A lot of times the gun needs to be resprung, not to mention potential velocity loss and everything else. But I tell you what, you know who knows how to handle that? Venom Customs knows how to handle that. So look, fam, let's get into this review. I can't wait to share with you kind of my thoughts on the gun and give you guys the overall score for the quad-ported Venom Customs. Okay, fam, first up, if you haven't seen a 2A-N-LA review, basically there are 10 different categories. Each category is worth 5, 10, or 15 points, all depending on the importance of the category to the overall running of the gun. A 50 is considered a straight down the middle score. In my system, consider a Glock 17 right out of the box. That's going to be a 50 gun. Reliable, going to go bang every time. Not little, if any, thrills or frills. If you got something at 60 and set, 60 to 70, well, you probably got a feature or two that make it stand out a little bit from your down the middle gun. If you got something that's 70 to 80, now you're a couple of deviations above the norm. There is probably a quality or two that are really excellent about that firearm that warrant that. If you've got something 80 to 90, okay, now you are in a best of class type area. You either are at the top or near the top of the firearms in that particular class. And if you're 90 or above, that's grill gun status. All right, fam, first up, fit and finish. Look, fam, look, there's no difference between this and the gun and the review of my own Venom Customs. This gun is incredibly well made. There's no wiggle in the gun anywhere. Despite how tight the tolerances are, though, it's amazing how smooth the slide is. Fit and finish is phenomenal. No need to dilly-dally around with it. We're going to go ahead and give it a 15 out of 15 for fit and finish. All right, fam. Next up, durability. Look, fam, when you start getting into this level of firearm, the quality of these guns, the quality of the parts, these guns are really made to be generational firearms, passed down to generation. As long as you take care of them, you're going to be absolutely good to go. Durability on a steel frame gun, yeah, 15 out of a possible 15. All right, next up, fam, reliability. Look, fam, you know, 2011s, if they're well done, are very reliable. The one thing I would always just say about them is you have to keep them clean. Now, I'm going to make a distinction between 2011s and like open guns or race guns. They tend to be a little bit more finicky relative to ammo. Like my Atlas Erebus is very, very reliable, but it is a little finicky relative to the type of ammo. I ran 115, 124, 147 grain from different manufacturers. Yeah, it just ran. It just ran. Very reminiscent of the Atlas Apollo in that manner, where no, whatever you put in it, it's gonna go. So again, reliability, 15 out of a possible 15. All right, fam. Next up, trigger, fam. Look, I don't know what. Fam. I'll put the trigger pull weight up there. The weight is, it don't make no sense. That's feathery smooth trigger, very reminiscent of the Erebus in my opinion. Look, it feels phenomenal. Phenomenal. There is no little to no take up. Clear defined wall. Crisp, clean break. Look at the reset. Fam, you saw the footage, right? Like, see how fast I can run this gun? I promise you I'm not that good. I promise you I'm not that good. We talk about guns and like how certain guns make you a better shooter. Absolutely. Absolutely. This gun definitely does that for me. So trigger, 15 out of a possible 15. All right, fam. Next up, accuracy. Look, fam. This gun is a tack driver. I don't know what else to tell you. So obviously the steel frame, the weight of the gun aids in the accuracy. The bull barrel aids in the accuracy. The trigger being so light and easy to manipulate helps you keep on target, and the porting takes it to, specifically the quad porting, takes it to a different realm, fam. Accuracy, 10 out of 10. Next up, ergonomics. Look, fam, the gun doesn't feel good. You're not going to want to shoot it. If you don't shoot it, you're not going to get proficient at it. Look, it's an Atlas grip module. You guys know how I feel about Atlas grip module. It feels incredible in the hand. Like I said, the gun is so well balanced. Similar to my Venom Customs, the texturing on the grip is very aggressive. Obviously, you can get less aggressive texturing if that's what you want. This is a test gun, so I didn't order it this way, but it feels phenomenal. I think the ergos of the gun are phenomenal. Ergonomics, 10 out of a possible 10. All right, fam, these next two categories, we're going to lump them together: aftermarket support as well as maintenance and upkeep. Look, fam, more and more gun companies are producing 2011 and 2011s, and because of that, the aftermarket support market is through the roof. You know, relative, obviously, all of your kind of traditional items are applicable. Plenty of red dots that work with 2011s, plenty of lights and all that good stuff. But companies who really enhance 2011s in terms of coatings, in terms of portings, in terms of upgraded grip module, I mean, you name it, triggers, it's all out there for the taking. It's not Glock status yet, but it's up there. So for aftermarket support, we're going to give it a 4 out of 5. Same for maintenance and upkeep, fam. Look, the thing about 2011s, if you let them gum up, particularly when you got ports and stuff like that, if you let them gum up, then you could have issues. You keep them clean every 1,000 rounds or so. You break it down or give it a little light clean after use, and you're not going to have issue, especially with this gun. So look, aftermarket support, 4 out of 5. Maintenance and upkeep, 4 out of 5. All right, fam. Next up, affordability. Okay, look, fam. Things were going so well. I felt like we were on a path to something really special. And, you know, I had to bring up affordability. Look, fam. Crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. I will put the MSRP up there, but yeah, fam, I got, look, there's a reason. There's a reason for it, fam. It takes a lot of man hours to produce something like this. Venom Customs is a one-man shop. He does phenomenal work. I can't say enough about the quality and the fitting and the finish. I mean, and when you have a singular artisan who is putting hours and hours and hours, it's not on a production line. You know, you can't get a gun, contrary to popular opinion, you can't get a gun like this for 800 bucks. It just doesn't exist out in the world. But look, I acknowledge that because of the price, it is going to likely be out of reach for most. But if you can afford it, it is a worthwhile investment. And so, but affordability nonetheless, 1 out of a possible 5. Last but not least, flex. Is Instagram gonna go crazy? Are your boys going to be like, damn? Are people gonna crowd around you at the range to watch you shoot it? 100%. 100%. Fam, I was this close. I promise you, I was this close to giving it higher than a 5 out of 5 for flex. Because Venom Customs, what they do to a gun to personalize it and make it unique, it's different. It's different. And the Quad-Port, beyond flexy. But we're going to hope. Now look, fam, this is a test gun. Shout out to Covert for giving me the opportunity to test it. Shout out to Venom Customs. I have one on order, and when mine comes, fam, look, the all black is sexy. There's no doubt about that. It's sexy. I just have a lot of all black guns, a lot of all black 2011s. So for mine, I wanted to do a little remix, fam. When you see it, ooh-wee. That one, I may have to get more than 5 flex points. I'm sorry. When that one comes, I might have to get more than 5 flex points. But for now, we've got 5 out of 5 flex points. All right, fam. If you add all of that up, fam, you get a whopping 94 out of a possible 100. This is now the highest scoring firearm in the history of this channel. Fam, look, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I think that this gun is arguably the best gun I've ever shot in my life. Now, fam, you've seen my collection. You know I don't throw stuff out there willy-nilly. It is arguably the best shooting gun I have ever shot. Look, a few episodes back, I don't know, maybe about a month or so ago, I did an episode on who wants to come with the smoke. Who is going to challenge Atlas, who has had basically a stranglehold on all of the top spots in terms of ratings in my 2011. And look, Venom Customs has come in with a 92 and a 94. Look, fam, look. Now, here's the thing. Here's where I feel like a win for Venom is a win for Atlas. Because there is a lot of Atlas DNA running through these guns. 100%. Grip module is an Atlas grip module. The trigger is an Atlas trigger. And I think there's some other Atlas parts as well as other companies' parts. But make no mistake, he's not getting an Atlas gun and just retuning it. No, no, no. He's hand-fitting this gun, adding his own unique take. And fam, I just think he does a stunning job. A stunning job. The only downside that I see to getting a Venom Customs gun is because he's a single man shop, he can only produce a few guns a month, and the guns are getting him more and more demand, in part because reviews like the ones I have done and others have done, and shooters, word of mouth. So the demand is high. So there's going to be you want one, unless you just luck up and happen to catch one, you're probably going to be waiting for quite some time. So it's just something you got to be patient for. I've grown to be that way in my gun journey, because the guns that are at the top of the food chain, the highest of the highest, they are more and more rare, harder to come by. You just got to be patient. But 94 out of a possible 100. So fam, when you look at the guns that this gun is directly correlated with, I compared my gun to the Atlas Artemis, and it eked out a win over the Artemis, right? And so the only two guns that I felt were better than that one was the Atlas Apollo and the Atlas Erebus. Primarily, the Erebus is intricately comped. The trigger is crazy. The Apollo is ported and super soft and super fast and super well balanced. This gun outscored them for sure, but the score consists of a lot of different things besides just how the gun shoots. Aftermarket support has nothing to do with how the gun shoots. Maintenance, upkeep, little bit, but not really a lot about how the gun shoots. Flex, affordability, those things have nothing to do with how the gun shoots. So the question is this gun better than a better shooter than the Atlas Apollo? Just because it's a higher score doesn't mean it's a better shooter. If you guys can recall, the Apollo and the Erebus had the same 93 score, but I told you that the Erebus was a better shooter. Apollo, better all-around pistol, but Erebus, better shooter. So the question is this a better shooter than the Apollo? Is this one a better shooter than the Erebus? Well, fam, stay tuned to the channel to find out, because we are going to be putting this gun head-to-head with the Apollo and head-to-head with the Erebus. And unlike these other gun tubers out here who are scared to state their opinion for fear somebody's not going to like them, I don't care. I don't care. I'm bringing the real to you, fam. What? All right, fam. That's it for this episode. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.